Hello, welcome. This is Peter, Kenshin 1913, and we are starting a brand new Let's Play. This is a game for the iPad, iOS. And I want to say it came out for the Android and the PlayStation Vita, if I'm not mistaken. This is the Adventures of Mana, which originally was called Final Fantasy Adventure. And yeah, in this game, I've been wanting to play this game for a long time, and I eventually got a controller to play it, and this is actually the second time I'm actually playing it, and I want to talk about a few things before we get started. I did check out the game, and I fixed some of the audio problems that was going on, plus I recorded this when I wasn't feeling too hot, so it didn't sound very good, so I'm re-recording it. Anyways, we could change the music over to the original music, but we're going to listen to the new music, because the new music is pretty good, to be honest. Now we're actually going to start a brand new game. Adventures of Mana. Enshrined atop Mount Alusia, high above the lofty clouds, stands the Tree of Mana. Drawing its life energy from the boundless celestial aether, the sentinel grows in silence. Legend holds that he who lays his hand upon the trunk will be granted power eternal. The Dark Lord of Glaive now seeks to further fuel his bloody quest for domination. So yeah, this game is a remake of Final Fantasy Adventure, which you can pick up on the Switch as a 3-pack of the Adventures of Mana, or whatever the hell it's called. And yeah, we're not going to keep the names of Sumo and Fuji. We're actually going to have our character, his name is going to be Kenshin, because that's a good name to have, I guess. And for the lady, we're going to have her named Nina, because I'm partial to Nina. So there we go. That's what we're going to do with Kenshin and Nina. Now, like I mentioned, this is a remake of Final Fantasy Adventure, which now you can actually pick up and play yourself. I'm actually surprised that they didn't add this version. Oh my goodness. So here we are, and we can walk around, and if you're playing this on the iOS, you can actually, or the touch screen, you can actually touch the sword and run around, but I'm using the joystick that I recently just purchased. And you attack with the A button. And then the top left hand, or the top right hand corner, you actually have like different things. I'll explain it. Kenshin is one of the countless gladiators indentured to the Duchy of Glaive. Each day, he and his ill-fated companions are dragged from their cells and bade to fight exotic beasts for the amusement of the Dark Lord. If victorious, they are thrown back into the dungeons with just enough bread to tide them over until the next match. But a body can only take so much, and it's never long before the wary captives succumb to their cruel fates. Don't die on me, Will! Kenshin, listen carefully. The Tree of Mana is in danger. Well, we can talk about this later. Seek out Sir Bogard near the Great Waterfall. He's one of the few remaining Gemma Knights, and must be warned, he will know what to do. Gemma Knights, Tree of Mana, what are you? Will! And Will passes away. He's dead. Which is a shame. Now we can run around with a B, with the joystick, and hit B to attack, or A to attack, I'm sorry. And here we head up into this area. And yeah, this game definitely has a lot of Legend of Zelda aspects to it. Aren't you in the slightest bit intrigued on what Will said? If you are, then I think you might be able to help. The gate through which the beast and the costume leads directly outside the castle. That gate is unlocked after each match to land the next creature. Try slipping out in the confusion after your match. It may be the only chance to escape. Yeah, I'm not going to read everything. And this is Amanda. It'll be blood on her hands. And yeah, Amanda is actually Will's bro. And he's kind of dead. So, I mean, you don't have to fend for yourself. But yeah, so there was another remake of Final Fantasy Adventure. It was called Sword of Mana. And that game was pretty good. But the thing about it was it was a little convoluted in the story. So here we have ourselves the item or the ring menu, which you can open up with the Y, and you can equip candy. So you see those 3 slots up there? We can actually equip. Whoop! We can actually equip candy on it. If we hit the X button and go into items. Whoops. We gotta hit A. And then we can equip the candy so that we can use it in our second slot right there, right above the sword. Now, if you held L or R, you can actually look at the maps. That's L and R. If you held L or R, you can actually see the different things you can do to switch up items. Because in this game, they've actually added something that you can. That's a little bit better with item management. And if we come in here, we can look at what we got for weapons, for armor, and spells. We have none right at the moment. And then items. So there you go. And then you can look at your stats and all that jazz. I'll show you everything. So yeah, the Sword of Mana game was a little convoluted, but you could pick between playing as either the boy or the girl. If you played as the boy, it's basically this guy. If you play as the girl, you actually play as the girl that we named earlier. So now it's time to fight this guy again. And if we hit B, we actually use the other item. The other weapon, or the candy. So you have A and B are basically the 2 items, or the 2 things that you can use. I guess it's now or never. But yeah, A and B are the 2 buttons that you can use to use items or weapons or whatnots. So if we come over here, we can start running around. But yeah, this game's a lot of fun. This game basically takes shot for shot the original game and makes it updated and everything very nice. Uh-oh, here's the waterfall. The waterfall. Let me know if the sound effects are a little too loud. Because if they are, I will try and change them for the next, maybe the 3rd episode. The Dark Lord and his court mage Julius. What are they doing here? Have you found what I seek, Julius? Yes, my lord. The Tree of Mana is indeed located within the shrine on top of the great waterfall. And how, pray tell, am I to reach this shrine? I know we're fish returning upstream this spawn. Why? A miracle, of course. You mock me, Julius? Of course not, my lord. There's a young maiden that has sensitive power. She will lead us to the shrine. Your visions are yet to steer me untrue very well. Find the girl and bring her to me. As you wish, my lord. Hey, look at that. Who's the dare spy on me? Time to make my exit. And yeah, at this point, I'm not controlling. You will tell my secrets to no one. Ah! And there we go. We're now awakened on the world map. I'm alive, but where am I? Yeah. And of course, as any hero of RPGs, you can fall from infinite heights. Yeah, let me lower that just a little bit. I have the background music at 40 because it's super duper loud. Alright, so welcome to the world map now. And if we hold L and R together, we can see where we at. Whoops, I used the candy. Oh well. And now we run into monsters similar to Secret of Mana. We have our goblin here. And we have our mushroom guys. And yeah, as you can see, the green bar is our HP, the blue bar is our MP. And this red bar that is filling up is actually a special move ability that we're going to have at a later date. But yeah, they originally called this Final Fantasy Adventure because they were trying to basically get off the popularity of the Final Fantasy games. But this is originally the very first Mana game. I actually own it for the Game Boy, and it's very good. It does have some Final Fantasy references in it, but mostly is all about Mana. And like I mentioned, it's very Zelda-esque. as you'll see later in various dungeons that we go to and all that. But I want to fight until I level up, because I want to kind of show you. The level up system is kind of interesting in this game. So there we go. There we go. Alright, so how the level up system works in this game is you actually level up in 4 different categories. So you can level up as a warrior, which brings up your strength more, your vitality, which is your defense, and then your mind just a tiny bit. Or you can be a monk, which is more defense, a little bit of strength, and a little bit of mind, which is basically white magic. Or you can level up in intelligence, which is black magic. 1 for white magic and 1 defense for no offense. And then finally you can level up in 2 mind, 1 intellect, and 1 vitality. I usually try to like keep my character you know, in between. So usually I swap between warrior and monk. Or warrior and mage. Did I not level up? And the nice thing about this is you can kind of save whenever you want. Did I not level up? Oh, I did. Okay. So there we go. Yeah, I like to keep my character fairly, like, neutral. In the middle. And yeah, we could go to that town, but I'm actually going to check out some over here. Help someone, anyone! We were set upon by fiends, and my guard Hassam was injured in an ensuing battle. And there we go, we defeated them. Is Hassam alright? Kind traveler, I'm not long for this world. You must escort the lady to Wendell and into the care of Sir Bogard. Hassam, Hassam! Oh, look at that. 2 dead people in 1 episode. If it's Bogard, you see, I may be able to help. I wouldn't think of leaving you alone out here. What the Duchy's minions about? My name is Kenshin. I'm Nina. If you're injured, do not hesitate to tell me. I have spells that will ease your wounds. So in this game, we do get a buddy of ours, and we would just hit the X button. Or we'd have to hit the L button and then the X button. And she basically heals you, and it's kind of like a regen, which is nice. This is good. So let's see, how much money do I have? I have 100. I think I need 150. So down here is actually Wendell, where we need to go. But we're just gonna walk around a little bit and fart around on the world map just a bit. I'd like to get 150 if I can. I only got 107. Ooh. But yeah, this is a nice hack and slash adventure, which kind of is nice. You know, we're doing some role playing games with Dragon Quest. This is kind of something I don't need to do a lot of editing, or granted, I don't really do a ton of editing on Dragon Quest right now, but yeah, it's just something I don't have to deal with. But yeah, one thing that's kind of tricky about this game is you gotta make sure not to, like, when you get to a new area, like when you're running in, yeah, like there, you don't want to just run. Alright, so we can open up our chest. And we find a piece of candy. Okay, Marshy, can you get down? Yeah, we're gonna head into this town over here in just a moment. I just wanna. Alright, I got 135 and I wanna get 150. Yeah, you just gotta be careful when you're walking that you just don't run right into the enemy. That's one complaint that I see a lot about this game, but if you just take your time and just let the screen load, it's all cool. But yeah, I really like this game. On the mana thing that they added on for the Switch. I'm actually surprised they didn't add this, and they added the Game Boy version. Alright, so as you see, I have 4 strength and 2 intelligence. At this point, I'm going to have 4 intelligence there. See, I like to go back and forth. But in the beginning, if you really want, you can honestly, because magic, to be fair, there's only a few magic spells that are actually any good. They're actually, like, worth using, like, constantly. Obviously, heal is one of them. Oh, I think another thing is, as you level up your vitality or whatever, you'll actually, it'll make it faster for that little bar on the bottom to go up. By the end of the game, that bar is going to speed up so fast, it's going to make your head spin. Alright, let's head over to that town. See if we can buy ourselves a weapon. And yeah, this is actually where we need to go. So we're going to hold off on that. Oops. Okay. And we'll get a couple of and yeah, these are the classic mana enemies, the Rabbites here. We'll get a couple of different characters, friendly characters. So it'll be kind of neat. Oh, come on. Wait a minute. I just went around in a circle. I guess it's alright that you get lost in the beginning. You're trying to figure out where you're going. But yeah, like I said, I love this game. This is a lot of fun. I've been wanting to do this as an LP for a long time. I literally bought a controller for it. I was like, should I? Because I think there's a Vita version or something, as I was mentioning earlier. I think there's actually a PlayStation Vita version, and you know, I don't own a Vita, so I'm like, how else can I play this? There's an Android version. I wish that this was on the Virtual Console. I'm not gonna lie. If it was, I would honestly have already picked it up and probably have LP'd it. After this, I might honestly do Secret of Mana for the PS4. Alright, here we are in a village called Proctor. Some people say the woodcutter lives in the waterfalls just to be a great knight. I say he's not but a stubborn old man too proud for his own good. A party from the castle was there earlier looking for the girl. You think it has something to do with the Tree of Mana everyone's talking about? Oh, maybe. Let me heal your wounds. Just heal me, so I don't have to use the inn. Welcome to Topper. And yeah, over here is the inn. And as you can see, here's the dancing guy. But we don't need to rest. The classic dancing guy in the Mana games. The dancing merchant. Welcome to Topper. Here's what I'm looking to buy. An iron helmet. For 140. Oops. Yes. And there we go. We could buy a broadsword, but we're already equipped with stuff. And yeah, I will find out what the password is. The password is just to what is it? It's just to have a different skin in the game. You'll look a little different. And yeah, let's sell off this helmet. And there we go. No, you don't have anything else. Thank you, though. So now we have a new helmet. We're cool. We're the coolest guy. And here we could purchase some items. Key rings, antidotes, potions. Potions, I think they just tell you what they do. They heal. Antidotes obviously heal you from poison. Eye drops heal you from darkness. And key rings, which we're gonna buy, actually. Because we might need some keys in the future. Actually, I know we will, so. And then everything else is just a little out of my range. But that's okay. The Dark Lord is a tyrant. I'd leave this place I'd leave this place if there was anywhere else to go. Well, you guys live so close to the Dark Lord. From high above the cloud, the Tree of Mana watches, ever protecting us from the evils of the world. Yeah, so it looks like everybody knows about the Tree of Mana but me. I mean, I kind of know, but not that much. Anyways, let's head over to... Yeah, see, when that bar fills up, you actually do like a super duper move, and that's actually one of them. Alright, so if we hit... We can actually look... This is where Bogart... Whoops. No, I don't want to do that. If we hit this, we can actually see where Bogart's cabin is. It's right over here. We have to get over there. I'm going to try to keep these videos to be a touch shorter than the other ones. Probably like within 30 minutes maybe. We'll see how it goes. Whoops. Don't hit me. Take that, you bastards. Alright, and we got another new enemy here. A little pink, little purple thingy. Take this. Come on, take it. Stop being... You're supposed to be the easiest enemies in the game. No. There we go. You sons of bitches are like, woof. Alright, so we could climb right over there, but let's see what's over here. I think we have to go this way. Because I think Bogart's house is right over here. Yay, new level. So yeah, I like to level up fighter and warrior. Obviously, level up however you'd like. For me, I like to level up as a fighter. Especially early on. Alright, so here's Bogart's house. Supposedly that's the guy's name. Hello, sir. Pardon me, sir. But I seek a man named Bogart. Might you know where I find him? I might. I might not. Doesn't mean I'm talking. I've nothing to say to the likes of you. Be gone. Did you not hear me, boy? I've nothing to say. Let me be. Wait, that pendant you're wearing, is that the pendant of Mana? Sir Bogart of the Geminites, it's an honor to meet you. Long has it been since I used that title. The pendant was my mother's. I've had it since I was born. Listen carefully. There was a time when the evil Empire of Vandals sought to bring the world under its control. They tapped mana which coursed through the very land and used it to usher in an era of fear and violence. Geminites stood against the might of imperial armies, but our numbers were few and the power of mana was beyond imagination. We were on the brink of defeat when before us appeared a savior, a maiden who would ride at our van and fill our hearts with courage as she guided us to victory. Upon her breast was the self-same pendant that this young lady now wears. And then one below... I gotta stop reading. Let's just, yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Journey east along the mountains and you will come to a cave. The landslide is filled with tunnel with rubble, preventing passage to Wendell. With a matlock in hand, the young kids should be able to do it. In Wendell, you'll find Sir Sibba. So... give us some matlock, which are these items which are a real pain in the ass. Yeah, we should be able to handle what we got there. So yeah, I am gonna stop the video here, and in the next episode, we're gonna head off to. Oh no! I don't want to delete all my temple mana. Well, we'll see. Anyways, we'll in the next episode we will continue on to where we have to go. So I've been Kenshin 1913. I'll see you later. Bye bye.